Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I've got, the Shirogorov Custom Division F95 Antique here with me for a review, and we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. So let's see what do we have here, because this is a special one. It's a Custom Division Shirogorov. I mean, it's one of the highest end knives available for Shirogorov. I mean, in the custom division, then of course you have the full custom line, but let's just not even talk about that. This guy is gonna be 8.75 inch long overall in length with a 3.85 inch long blade. So let's see how this guy compares up against, for example, Ontario Rat number 2 and Ontario Rat number 1. So very, very different in class, but you get an idea. So this guy is bigger even than the Ontario Rat number 1. How about the Spyderco Para 3? Yeah, of course, it's going to be bigger than that, and of course it's going to be bigger than the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, which is this guy right up here. If you check the offerings from Chris Reeve Knives, you can notice that the small Sebenza 21 and the large Sebenza 21 are both smaller than this bad boy. So, I mean, this is not a small knife whatsoever, like against the Custom Knife Factory 520 Philippe Georget design. It's still bigger, but if you take in consideration the Custom Knife Factory Snafu 2.0 Peter Rasenti design, you can start to see that they are in the same ballpark. Also, another one that I can show you is this guy right over here. This is the Shirogorov Neon Zero, of course, smaller, and I'm gonna show you also the production version, let's say, of this guy. This is a F95 Antique, and this is the F95R Slim. So this is the production version, this is the custom division version. Same thing, same size, kind of like same outline, but much, much different indeed. Let me show you some other big boys we have in the house. This is the Custom Knife Factory Tashi Barusha collaboration Justice 2.0, and yes, finally we have something that is definitely bigger than that. I'm gonna show you some other goodness right over here. Skiff Knives Drifter right there. Beautiful, beautiful knife made in US. Just look at the milling. I mean, yeah, okay. And then what else we have? Hinder Knives XM18, 3.5 inch long, and also Koenig Knives Arius Style 55, both smaller than this guy right over here. I'm gonna show you just another couple of blades here. For example, we've got Holt Bladeworks Spectre V3 Prestige right there. And what else can I show you? Yeah, just because I have it here, why not? Custom Division Shirogorov Quantum right there. And what else do you want to see? I'm just gonna show you some of these goodness that I just got here from a buddy of mine, Peter Rasenti Small Nirvana, and let's show you the large Nirvana, of course, right over here. So you can see this is right. It's a big boy. It's not like a small one in any ways. So I think you have an idea of the size of this guy. So it's not a small one. It's not huge, but it's just a fantastic one. This is the Shirogorov Custom Division F95 Antique, and it's a fantastic titanium frame lock. That's simple as that. Lines are fantastic, designed by Sergei Shirogorov, made in Russia. This guy's gonna run you well above $2,000, so not a cheap one in any ways, but it's a very rare one. There's only 50 made of this model right over here, and if you like, you can enjoy this goodness, because this is truly one of my favorite custom division knives from Shirogorov that I personally have handled. So, I mean, let's just start checking the look of this guy, looking at the scales. This is titanium 3D milled bronze anodized titanium scales, fantastic lines. This reminds me like the lines of a basketball, because you see there's one line like this, and then you have curved lines drifting away from this central line right over here. And then you have these milled lines like parallel, which are, for example, starting here very, very thin, close together, and they widen up slowly and progressively to this point right over here. Whereas where they meet the other lines from this other stripe, let's say, strip, sorry, which here you see they are like nice and tight, and then they widen up to create this beautiful, beautiful contrast in the handle. It's crazy. Nice 3D milled. So this is not flat. There's a gentle curve, which is truly amazing. I think the milling time of these scales is gonna be, yeah, it's gonna take some time to produce these. Of course, you've got your Shirogorov bear logo right over here, nice line right over here and right over here. So these lines basically are, where is it? Right over here. They are very similar, actually the same to those of the F5 Silk Slim, except for this one right over here, which is absent in the F95 Antique. You've got very, very cool construction, one pivot, one handle screw, which in this case is inverted, as an inverted configuration. For example, if you compare it to the production version F95, you're going to see that, you see, it's right the opposite. So very, very interesting detail right here. Of course, this guy has a titanium, copper backspacer with a beautiful patina, and it's 3D milled. It's just gorgeous, guys. It's matching, of course, the two pivot collars on both sides, and you have a lanyard hole which is integrated in the 3D milled backspacer. Really, really ingenious look, fantastic design, really, really cool looking, and absolutely functional. You can easily slide the paracord in, and then you're gonna be able to use the lanyard hole. It's a little bit better design, I think, than the Quantum custom division, which has a little bit less relief compared to the F95 Antique. You see, here you can see the hole. Here you barely see it, so it's going to be a little bit harder to do it in the custom division Quantum. So yeah, backspacer, beautifully designed, nicely contoured, radiused here. It's just beautiful. Also, if you turn the knife on the other side, you're going to notice some other options compared to the production version. For example, you have a custom screw holding the stainless steel lock face insert, as opposed to the regular Torx bit screw that they employ in their production. You have also extensive milling lines, even in the back, matching, of course, the show side right over here. And it's just a crazy work. You have a 3D milled titanium pocket clip with hidden hardware. Absolutely fantastically designed. Spring tension is strong on this one, but the design is really good. This guy sits not on the lock bar, but on this side of the lock side scale. So it's not going to add any extra pressure to the lock bar, so really fantastic. You have an external cutout relief for the lock bar, so they had to cut this area here in order to bend and create the lock bar, of course. You've got a very simple, I was saying, very simple construction. Two screws, one pivot and one handle screw. But I want to point out that this is a faux screw. It's not like, for example, the production where you, sorry, not this, where is it? This production version, you see, has one side that is flat and one side that actually you can access the screw with the tool, whereas on this side it looks like you have two sides where you can access the pivot with the tool, but actually no, this is not really that deep for you to be able to use the tool. It's just like a faux pivot, whereas you're gonna have to use it on this side right over here. So This pivot is also keyed in, so it's going to be fantastic to disassemble because there's a ball bearing right underneath that. And if you're interested in disassembling and maintaining this guy, you can also check my maintenance video for sure. Also, you have, as I said, like a reverse inverted screw configuration for the handle right over here, and you have some work to do in order to take care of this guy, because this is running on a single row roller bearing, so you're gonna need a good set of tweezers and a lot of patience, because it's gonna take its time to clean it up, because the bearings are not caged, so just keep that in mind. Of course, the pocket clip is titanium 3D milled, tip up carry only. It's not reversible, it's not ambidextrous, it's just gonna stay there, so don't even think about that. If you deploy the blade, this guy is sporting like a 3.85 inch long S90 wheel flat grind, fantastically designed blade. For example, look at the jimping right over here. Nice, it's nicely done. It's not, for example, let's say as functional as this, as grippy as this jimping over here, which is one of the most aggressive jimping ever. Like this is the Peter Rassenti Custom Snafu 2.0. So this is nice. It's a little bit smoother than that, for example, but it's nice. Nicely done spine. You have like a also like a nice scallop, like a scalloped area, little, very little right over here, right above the satin flats, and then you have this nice drop point and big belly, I would say 60% belly, and then straight edge up to the sharpening choil, which shows you like the classic Shirogorov plunge grind right over there. Really good. You've got a very absolutely perfectly symmetrical grind on both sides of the blade. Really stunning. The edge is also absolutely symmetrical. The profile, it's symmetrical. It's fantastically done. The finish of the blade, I don't know if you can notice, it's kind of like a very light stone wash, but then there's some kind of blasting. I don't know, probably it's just a stone wash, but in a subtle way, so elegant that is crazy. So dual tone, stone wash, satin flats, custom division logo, S90V logo right over here, so you have minimal billboarding going on. The spine has a little bit of, I would say, crowning, or I don't know how to call it, right over here, and then stops, and then just to the tip it's nicely flat like that. So really cool design for the blade, which ends up with this fantastically design as well. Flipper tab in the right position. It's great for light switch, it's great for push button, and you of course have some relief for your index finger right over here. See, nicely cut out. So just beautifully done. Of course, you have in this handle, in this part of the handle here, you have another very nicely milled area in order for your thumb to be able to slide down and just rest on this flat, kind of not flat, but in this milled curve right over here on top of the lock bar to disengage the knife like that. And it's just a fantastic design, super easy to access and to disengage. Sound wise, this is one of the best sounding knives, especially from Shiro. It's like this. I mean, it's rich, it's a little bit loud, but there's some resounding character to it. Nice clack when it opens. And when you close it, this is one of the nicest closing knives ever. It's beautiful. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's mellow. It's rich. It's a wide sound. It's beautiful because the blade is, for example, thicker than this one. So the sound is going to be different when closing the F5 this is a nice clack when you close it. It's just pleasant to listen to. So at least this is what I'm feeling about this beautiful sound. The weight of this guy is gonna be 4.6 ounces in the pocket. So very, very nicely done. There's some extensive skeletonization going on the inside. So they removed a lot of weight in these titanium scales to achieve 4.6 ounces in a knife of this size. So really, really good job. Of course, beautiful chamfering going on everywhere. Every corner of this knife has been taken care of 100%. In the hand, the feel you're gonna get is just pure pleasure, because there's no hot spots, zero sharp edges. The pocket clip has a very, very low profile, absolutely functional. You've got some jimping here. Maybe it's not the grippiest of them all. You've got some over here, and also here it's you have some jimping, yes, but being like flush with the handles is not gripping like that much on the palm of the hand. So just keep that in mind. Reverse grip, of course, it's just gorgeous. It's fantastic. I have big hands, so this is gonna be feeling great in my hands. It's just a very, very good feeling when you do the reverse grip, because the backspacer is gonna confer a nice rigidity, nice solidity. It feels reliable in the hand. It's just gorgeous. And this the texture, the milling here, it's gonna add an extra level of grippiness to the handle because of the nature of this milling right over here. The fit and finish, if you check, you're not gonna be able to see any defect, any gap, anything wrong, anything misaligned, anything wobbly, anything shaking, nothing. This is really, guys, close to perfection when you talk about fit and finish. It's look at this. I mean, there is nothing out of place, no blade play, no gaps. It's this good, this well made. Maybe I have to say the clip retention is a little bit on the strong side, but yeah, it might be, somebody might argue that it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be securely attached to your pocket for sure. When you open the knife, you've got this feeling here of very, very cool and solid and fast and smooth action, like fast deployment for sure. Zero finger soreness because of the design of this flipper tab. The detent on this guy is strong, so you're gonna feel it in the hand. That is so pleasant. It's a strong detent, which I prefer. In this case, you have a lighter detent, which I like, but honestly, I prefer like this guy because it gives you like a feel of like firing something that is, oof, it whips out like a boss. Crazy. As I said, this guy runs on single row roller bearings, which you can see the marking right over here on the inside, and it's absolutely stunning. It's just like this. I mean, guys, the action on this bad boy is truly spectacular. It's this smooth. I mean, you can, now it's a little bit awkward to do with the camera, but guys, look at this. Effortlessly gliding close. So as soon as you disengage the lock bar, of course, you've got this buttery smooth action, just fantastic. You have basically no issues, no lock stick. You have fantastic access to the lock bar, so the feeling when you disengage the lock bar is just natural like that, and boom, it just glides down, free falling, smooth gliding guillotine effect, nice detent suction, feels kind of like magnetically attract to the handle when you want to close the blade. And I mean, this is is an expensive knife, I get it. But it's a beautiful looking one. It's a fantastically sounding one. It feels great in the hand. It's a Shirogorov Custom Divisions, guys, so there's only 50 of these made, so it's not going to be able to get one of these, but if you can try one of those, I am pretty sure you will fall in love as I did, because it's that good. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned.